So the paper talks about the effect of oil price shocks in conflict in Nigeria. So why oil price shocks? Because Nigeria is the biggest oil producer in Africa and also the most populous country in Africa. And then oil, which is in the southeast, has been affecting the country a lot because once the militants attack the oil wells, it affects the government revenue. So what is the objective of the paper? The objective of the paper is how does oil price, international oil price differences and shocks affect the conflict, local conflict within Nigeria? So the literature has talked about a lot of mechanisms that this could happen, through which this could happen. One is from the opportunity cost mechanism. The other is from the resource rent mechanism. And then there is a part that recently the literature is also talking about, which is it depends on the firms, the multinational firms or local firms, oil firms within the areas where oil is produced. So what the paper does is to look at how do these mechanisms actually drive conflict within the oil producing district in Nigeria. So what the paper finds is that the oil price shocks, an increase in oil price shocks by 1 percentage point, increases conflict by 50%, which is a huge amount of effect. Then we also see that this effect does not actually come from the opportunity cost, given the reason that there's a little employment in that sector from the people in Nigeria. But then we find that it comes from resource rent and also from the companies, multinational companies that actually work in those areas, so that the militants are likely to attack multinational companies in those areas than they're attacking local companies. So this also shows that there is an effect from the behavior of multinational companies and the behavior of the government against the militants in that region. So that is what the paper is talking about.